For Lesson 13, there are no new connection pieces, but we revisit the crazy R's. Unfortunately, this time they're super crazy and they're quite difficult. They can be seen as optional, so you have to judge for yourself the readiness for your students. We learned last time that ER says as in fern. Oops, not always. When it's followed by another R, it doesn't say it's not burry, it says airy. So it goes back to its short sound. So it's like if we do a vowel grab, look next door, another vowel grab, it's short, berry. That's all well and good. Let's take a look at what happens when it's followed by a vowel, not an R, but a vowel. So here we have our ER, which typically would say as in fern, vowel, and we go, let's do a vowel grab. There's our vowel, grab next door. So we could have hero, or is it hero? We go hero, he's the hero. So it's the long vowel sound in that case. Well and good. Let's take a look down here. We have it, IR, which says followed by another vowel. Could it be spirit or spirit? Well, spirit sounds a little bit better to me. So again, you're going to have to take the vowel for a test drive to find out which one you're going to have to use when it's followed by a vowel. Long or short? Spirit. And another new concept for Lesson 13, AR and OR in a final position. We learned last time that AR says R as in star. However, when it's at the end of a word, it says For example, solar, molar. Again, this is one of those things you simply have to memorize when you come to spell these words. When you're reading them, you would try R. If it didn't sound like a real word, solar, solar, flex a little bit, make it sound the way you want it to sound. OR, we learned last time, was or, as in fork. However, when it comes at the end of a word, it says actor, factor. Again, one of those things you have to memorize for spelling. And finally, for Lesson 13, we have the bossy W. When AR or OR come after a W, it all goes to pieces. Instead of R, as in star R, now it's going to say or, just to make life really interesting. So we have WAR is war. WARD is ward. WARM is warm. OR, instead of saying or as in fork, when it's after a W, gets all messy again, says just to make life interesting. So instead of WORD says word. WORM says worm. WORLD spells world. Again, these are things that you simply have to memorize for spelling, and hopefully they become sight words for reading. Or remember, the W gets bossy and starts pushing these things around. And take note that at the end of your Chapter 13, you will find a chart that summarizes all those crazy R's and gives you a shorter format to look at as a reminder.